Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. So today is just going to be my blush palette inventory. So I've got quite a few to show you, so I'll just jump straight into it. So there's this Tarte one. I don't know if you can see it. It's just not the best angle, is it? So it just looks like that. It comes in a box like that. And then you get this palette here. I've shown this so many times on the channel. So it just comes in a box like that, and then you get a quad of eyeshadows and a blusher. So I'm just going to be really showing you the blushes today, if I can. So that's the blush there. And what blusher is that? They do actually say on the back of the palette. So that blusher is in the shade Jolly. Yeah, so that's in the shade Jolly. It might not be the best this, because the camera is just, well, it's not really the camera, it's the tripod. It's not really going to plan today. And then you get 3 others in there, so it comes with 4. So you get this one, which is quite a nice, you could do a smoky eye with it. It's really pretty. And the blusher in that is in the shade Cozy. So that's that one. It's a really nice mauvey pink. So that's that. I don't really have a lot of Tarte palettes. And then we've got this one. This would definitely give you that smoky eye. I'm not really concentrating on the eyeshadows today. It's mainly the blushes. So the blush in this palette is called Swanky. And then the last one, I really like this. The last one in this palette, I normally switch it in the actual palette between this one and the other one. And I just love the shades of the quad of the eyeshadows, and the blush is really pretty too. And the blusher is called Inviting. So that's that palette. It's probably one of the biggest, bulkiest palettes I have in my collection. I just wish there was a way that I could actually, I don't know, kind of depot those eyeshadows, but I don't want to do it in case I ruin it. And then I have one more Tarte one. I'm going to try and go in order of brand, but I don't have a lot. I mean, the most is Deck of Scarlet, which I'm going to be doing a separate video on as well. So this is another Tarte one. And this one is the Amazon Escape volume, and to be honest, let's just close the drawer a second. To be honest, I don't really like it. Well, it's not that I don't like it, I like those 2 shades there, and the rest would just give you that smoky eye. I'm going to be shopping my stash for this soon and just seeing if I really do like it. This blush is just so pretty. It's one of those really nice glowy blushes that I like. So it looks like that. I'm going to swatch it in my hand. So that's what it looks like, and it just gives an amazing sheen. I think that's why I've kept hold of it for as long as I have. And then we've got this blusher as well, which is more like a bronzer. So yeah, I've kept hold of that for those reasons. And then we'll just move these Deck of Scarlets to one side. I recently put this in a Shop My Stash video. I really like this one as well, and it's the Cargo California Throwback palette. So you get your eyeshadows, and then you get your blush and your bronzer. The blusher and the bronzer are both really nice, and you can use the bronzer as a transition eyeshadow as well, which is good. And then you get obviously your lip glosses, so that's a really nice palette. Then I have some higher end ones. So this is what it looks like. It's the Christian Dior one, and then it comes like that. The blusher in this palette isn't that big, but it does have a blusher there. As you can see, it's just like this brownie toned blush there. see if we can zoom in a little bit. I always forget to zoom in. Yeah, so it's just that blush there. It is really, really nice, but I don't like the eyeshadows at all. They're not pigmented. And then you get free lip glosses, which are quite nice. I do need to bring this out more as well. Then I have this YSL one. And this one is Palette Maquillage Makeup Palette, which I just think is French for makeup palette. And as you can see, you get a really nice bright pink blush there, 4 eyeshadows and 2 lip glosses. And I don't use this near enough as I should either, so this needs to come out more. Then I have this one. This one is such a gorgeous travel friendly palette. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette 5-minute face on the go, and this one was the first one she ever released. I think she's released 3 or 4 now, but I haven't seen one that I actually like, and to be honest, I want to use this one up before I buy another one. So you've got, basically you've got all your eyeshadows there. These 2 are your blushes, bronzer, highlighter. It's just a really, really pretty palette to take away. Then I have the Balm Voyage palette. Really, really pretty again. And you get all the eyeshadows, and then highlighter, bronzer, and 2 blushes. And also you get some lip creams. I don't use the lip creams now just because they're quite old, but everything else in there is really, really nice. And again, I need to use that more. There's definitely a theme here. I've not, like, before I started shopping my stash, all this makeup was going unused, and I want to use it more just so it obviously doesn't go bad. I've used these a lot lately. I think it was in March, shot my stash, February and March. And this is the Too Faced Eggnog Latte. Really, really like the blushes in there, but the eyeshadows are a little bit hit and miss, especially like these shimmers. The mattes are really, really good, but the shimmers aren't. But I will keep them for like the blushes. And then, oh sorry, I didn't tell you what that blusher was called. That blusher is called Peach Cobbler. And then this blusher is called Santa Baby, because they were holiday palettes. And then the last, well, it's not the last palette, it's the last palette, and then I'm going to go on to show you the Deck of Scarlet ones. So this one is by, I think it's by I Heart Revolution, and I absolutely love it. I especially love that big massive highlighter in the middle. The blusher and the bronzer aren't too bad. When it comes to the eyeshadows, especially the shimmers, the lighter shimmers, they're not that great, just because it is an older palette. I would normally take like the highlighter, the blush and the bronzer out, but I don't want to completely break it, so I'll just leave it as it is. And then we've got the Deck of Scarlets. Now this one was the newest one, around Christmas time, before I actually cancelled my subscription. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a whole video on Deck of Scarlet, my thoughts on them, and I don't want to really talk about it too much in this video because it will cut off. So that's the blush there, and that's in the shade Moonstone. But I personally think on me that's more of a bronzer. But yeah, that you get 3 eyeshadows, either a blush or a bronzer, a highlight, and then you get 2 lip creams. So yeah, these are really good. They're like £29.95 every 2 months. And if you like makeup, then it is worth it. But obviously I've got about 7 or 8 at this point, and I don't need any more of these. It's just costing me way too much money. So I have cancelled the subscription. And then again, we've got this one, beautiful packaging, and it comes with quite a vibrant blusher here, and that's in the shade Bay. Then we have this one. And this comes with a really vibrant purple blush, and it's in the shade Bobby. Or Bobdy, rather. Then we have this one. And this one, I've still got plastic on. This one comes with another vibrant shade, and it's in the shade Adorable. Now personally I don't like these kind of blushes. I like more coral blushes. I think they just suit me better just because of my fair skin. So like with vibrant blushes like that, I normally tend to use them as eyeshadows. And then we have this one. I love this packaging, it's so pretty. I really like this blush, which I thought I wouldn't, because it's like a baby pink and it's in the shade Baby Doll. Then we have this last one, and it's the Dream palette, and I think I like this one as well. Yeah, it's in the shade Tiara, the blush. Really like it. So that's that. And then we've got some blushes in the drawer. So we've got this one. I'm not too sure. This one might be getting decluttered just because it's really old, and it's the Rimmel Kate palette, and it comes with a highlighter, a bronzer, and a really nice coral blush. So that's that one. Then I've got two Makeup Revolution ones. Now I showed these just because like they're more like highlighter toppers. These are singles, but I just wanted to show you them again. So they're like highlighter toppers. That's that one. That one's in the shade Peachy Pink Kisses, and this one is in the shade Iced Hearts. I'm not going to show you all my single blushes again, I just forgot I showed you that last time. Then I have got some palettes. Right, I really love these. I need to bring these out soon. And it's the Essence Iron Face palette. This one is in 02 Shine. I mainly like these for the highlighter and blushes. And then this one is in 01 Glow for it. So those are the two Essence face palettes I've got. Then I've got a sleek one. This one might be getting decluttered as well, because at this point it is seriously old. But that's what it looks like. It is so pretty. And this one is in the shade Light, and it's a Face Form contouring and blush palette. And then I have this Revolution one, which is really pretty as well, and it's the Ultra Sculpt Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. Then I have this Smashbox one, which I have been getting a lot of use out just because the highlighter has been in my project pan, and you can see, oh, it's practically all done now. But I love this blush here, and then this blush as well. I've not really gotten a lot of use out of these two blushes or that bronzer. I have used the bronzer a few times, but not much. What else do I have? That's just a highlighter palette. Oh, this one is kind of like a blush palette. Well, it's a blush and highlighter palette, and it's the I Heart Makeup Light and Glow. So this side is obviously your highlighter, and then this is like a blush topper. Then I have, of course, this, and I've been using this a lot lately. It's the Jaclyn and Becca Hill Champagne Pop collection that they brought out many moons ago. So you've got all your blushes here, and then your highlights there. Really good. My favourite blusher out of that is the Rose Spritz one. Then I have, if I can get it out, this LA Girl pinky one. And I did think I'd be decluttering this, if I'm being completely honest, but I've decided to keep it in the collection for a little bit longer and get some use out of it. I especially love this highlight. Then I have a couple of Tanya Burr ones. So I've got this Peachy Glow one, which looks like that. It's so pretty. I've not really used this a lot either, so I need to get more use out of that. And then I have this Rosy Flush Cheek palette. I think this one will be getting decluttered, just because, like, the highlighter is very glittery and so is the bronzer. I actually really like this one in the middle, the blush, so I think if I do declutter it, I will try and put that in a Z palette. Then I have this. This is part of my chopping block item. It's the Collection Blush and Glow palette. I've not used it yet, just swatched it. So I think I'm going to try and put it in my Shop My Stash for the next 2 weeks when I actually do that. Then I have this Live Love London one. I don't even think you can get this one at the moment. It's a very old palette and I think they've stopped doing it. And this one is the Blush and Light palette. So it looks like that, and the peach blush there, I really like it. I just want to check that I like it for all the other shades. The highlighter looks really nice as well. I've not used that this much either, so I just want to check it. If I like it, it will stay. If not, it will be getting decluttered. One thing for sure that isn't getting decluttered is this Becca, what is it called, Blushed with Light palette, and it's got the blushes Wisteria, Songbird and Snapdragon. Snapdragon is my favourite, again for the same reason. It's just a really nice glowy blusher. And then this one is more of a bronze topper, I would say, and this one is really light as well, so I do want to get more use out of that. Everything in my drawers I want to get more use out of. I've got this Revolution Revaholics. I don't know what I want to do about this. It really is a pretty palette, but I do have a lot of blush palettes. The only thing that I'm thinking about really is the two highlighters. They look stunning, and the peach shades. So I need to check that out and see. So yeah, I need to pull that again soon. Well, again, I mean pull it soon and just see what I think. Then there's this one, and the reason I really want this out of my makeup stash is it's big, it's bulky, it's just taking up too much room, and it's the W7, the Cheeky Trio, and this again is on my chopping block items. So it comes with this is a matte highlighter, like it's probably going to be better as a setting powder, so I'm going to try it as that. And then this is lovely, this blusher is really nice, and then you get a bronzer, which I think is going to be too deep for me, so I might take this out of here and like put it in a Z palette if I can. Then we have the W7 big blush, big bold blushes. Comes in a great big tin like this, and again it's the same for this one. It's just big and bulky, so unless I absolutely fall in love with this, it's gonna get decluttered. I know someone who'll love it because her makeup collection isn't that big, and yeah, I'll just pass it on to her. The highlighter though in this palette is absolutely stunning, but I have got a ton of highlighters. I don't need to keep hold of it just for the highlight. So that's that. I think we're coming to an end of these makeup palettes. Oh no, there's one more Essence one, and there's like a Z palette. Right, so I've got this Essence Blush Play, and I've had this ages as well, but definitely want to use it more. So you've got your highlight, your sculpt shade, and then your define shade, so I'm really looking forward to using that. again, and then I've just popped these into this Pro Artist palette. So I swapped my eyeshadows around because there was a few blushes in my Z palette, and popped them in here. So we've got this one here, Rockature, and then Havana, and then this is a Pro Artist contour shade and a Pro Artist highlight. So if I do decide to like just depot some blushes, I will have the room in there. But yeah, this is it for all my blusher palette in inventory, kind of. I've done like my blusher singles, so that will go up first, and then this will go up, just so we can keep track of what I do actually have. And thank you for watching, it means so much to me, and I'll see you in my next video, which should be the Shop My Stash. I think that'll be going up first though. I need to pre-record some videos just because I've got a hectic work schedule next week, and I don't think I'll be getting around to it. But yeah, you'll still get a video on Monday and Sunday. Thank you for watching, it means a great deal to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.